Yes, sir. This is the live viewing of Raider Reaction. Yes, sir. Line is forming to the right. VIP line is to the left. Yes, go ahead and please give me your name. I'll check to see if you're on the VIP list. Yes, line is to the right. Yes, this is a live viewing of Raider Reaction. Raider Nation Report, hosted by the Commish, is tonight. Every Tuesday, you should know that, sir. Line is to the right. VIP, if your name is on the list, please get in the line to the left. Folks, please, smoking, cigarettes, blunts, what have you, please step away from the door. I don't mind what you're smoking, just can't have it filtering in. Please step back. Yes, sir, it's a full bar inside, sir. Once you get in, doors will be open soon, yes. Takes a minute. They like to run a tight show. I'm sure you'll be let in soon, sir. Yes, ma'am. VIP will be let in first. You're VIP for a reason. We get it. Hey, man, I just work here, ma'am. Show will be starting soon. What is up, Raider Nation? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's a Tuesday night. Once again, I am the Commish, coming to you live, as always, from the friendly confines of Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. And just where is that, might you ask? Well, let me give you some simple directions, shall we? We're just down the street, past the house, with the boarded up windows. Make sure you stop at the corner and ask our man Joe. He's a gentleman, he's a scholar. But most of all, he's a man of commerce. Slip him what you should, and he's going to point you in the right direction. He's going to tell you to take a left, and then a right. As you find yourself strolling down the street, minding your own goddamn business, a cool breeze will hit you that chills you right to your skeletal core, and you'll find yourself asking, was that the autumn wind? Oh, you goddamn right. Should you venture down that deep, dark alley? Well, of course you should. Because what you're going to find at the end is a special little place that we like to call deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction. And as it is every Tuesday on Raider Reaction, this is the Raider Nation Report. A solid 60 minutes with yours truly. Thank you for joining me. We got a lot to talk about. There is so much going on. I mean, you got the hype coming off the draft. You got all of this excitement in the offseason. And then just when everything seems to be going. This is so Raider, man. It seems to be this franchise. It's so Raider that, you know, all the good that's going on, and there's got to be some fucking bad bubble up. It's just inevitable, and that's going to be the first topic we get into when we hit our fucking breakdown. But it's an exciting time in Raider Nation, but fuck your Angels, Bill. Rays were destroying the West Coast road trip. They just needed a break. That was all. They were sleeping last night, apparently. And I mean that from the very bottom of my heart. Fuck them.
What? Loser!
Oh, Bill, you're like the only Angels fan that I know. And I'm probably the only Rays fan that you know, so. I don't know any fucking Angels fans. I truly don't. It totally got me off guard there. You know, I'm like, the end of the third period of your two-time defending Stanley Cup champions is fucking happening right now. I told my son, my oldest son, I said, open the fucking door. I want to know. Winner. They lost, mother. See? Fuck. Oh, man. I saw the goal. They just went down right before I came in to go on air. Fuck. And they lost. Game 5. That's a motherfucker. Son of a bitch. See? That's my dedication. Fucking, I didn't even watch the final third period. Damn it. The final of the third period. I had to come in here and make sure I was on time. That's how fucking OCD I am. Alright. Moving on. Thank you all for joining me each and every damn one of you. We've got a rundown. That's enough foreplay. That's enough crying about the fucking Lightning loss in Game 5 to the fucking goddamn Toronto Maple Leafs. Fuck them. Fuck Matthews. Cocksuckers. Fucking Canadians. Hosers. Alright, moving on. Damn it. That burn's gonna settle in for a minute. I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna have to go play some fucking NHL 22 when I get off and redeem myself in the franchise. Go fucking whoop some fucking Canadians' asses online. Alright, that's enough of the foreplay. We got Raider talk to get into. And like I said, and was alluding to, oh, it's gonna go Game 7, Corey. You bet your ass, because the Lightning don't lose twice in a row. You fucking knock on wood on that. They just don't. Vassy don't lose 2 in a row either. Ventriel. Dan Ventriel has been with the franchise as basically a confidant in some capacity for the better part of 2 decades. Was basically fired. Well, not basically. He was fired. There's no basically about it. There's no sense in sugarcoating that. But details are starting to come out. This is almost like a clogged toilet at this point. And anything that's going to come back up is going to be ugly. You basically kind of hope this one just goes down the drain and goes the fuck away. But just like the Raiders always do, there's just too much good. There's too much good mojo going right. I mean, everything's going right. You got Devontae Adams. You pulled that deal off. Nobody thought you could do it. I mean, everything's going right. You got this new regime. You got all the mojos pointed in the right direction, man. It's fucking sunshine and rainbows. And then what? Now, Mark Davis has got some sort of issue with the way he treats women in the office. And Ventriel had... Now, here's the basic gist of it to me. Here's what I got out of it thus far. Dan goes to Mark, doesn't like the way he's handling business, doesn't like the way things are being handled. Dan then doesn't like Mark's response, doesn't like the way he handles it, feels he basically brushed it under the fucking rug. So Dan runs to the league and rats on Mark. Now, I get that. Without knowing the details, I get that maybe you're trying to do the right thing and be the bigger man, but I'm old school, man. I'm old school, and I live in a real world. I live in a real world where that is king, and Somebody is writing your checks, and it ain't the National Football League and Roger Goodell writing your fucking check for being the interim president of the Las Vegas Raiders, is it? No. It's Mark Davis writing your fucking checks. And I'm pretty sure those are big fucking checks that they're stroking. And if you didn't like those big fucking checks, you could have left at any time. I live and work in a fucking right to work state. You have a right to quit your fucking job at any fucking time you want. And they got a right to toss your ass out the door at any fucking time they want. For any fucking reason. He showed up wearing yellow. I fucking hate yellow. I fired him. Sorry, you don't get, you can go try to get unemployment, but it's a right to work state. I'm a firm believer in that. If you're working for somebody and they're paying you big ass money and you think he's a fucking sleazeball, you don't like his fucking haircut, he fucking stinks, he's got BO, quit. Take your fucking resume out the fucking door and go get a job somewhere else. You don't go try to take it to the boss. They don't like the boss's reaction. I bet you still cashed that check that week and continued cashing said checks for weeks after, though, didn't you? Bet so. Bet so. Bet you didn't give those back. Didn't like the way business was run in-house, but I bet you bet you cashed every one of those motherfucking checks. Didn't like the reaction boss had, so you went and told the league in which boss's company functions. Snitches get stitches, man. Snitches lie in ditches. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just old school. You'd have done some shit like that, you'd have got a late night knock on your door. That's just how we would handle business. And he probably got a late night knock on his door too and said, guess what, motherfucker? Those big ass checks I've been stroking, they ain't coming no more. You didn't like my answer? Fuck you. You're out.
Loser.
So all of this, I'm gonna sue. It's real simple to me. This is real. This is employment. It's real simple to me. Everybody's got boss you gotta answer to. Everybody's got boss at some motherfucking level. Everybody's got boss you gotta answer to. If you don't like boss, then don't take boss's checks and go get them from somebody else. It's that fucking simple. So they're just gonna sue over a hostile work environment and blah. Motherfucker, you were around that environment for 18 goddamn years, and now it's too hostile for you can't handle it anymore. There's some ugly. Like I said, this is like a clogged toilet. You want this shit to go down the drain. Anything that bubbles back up is gonna be bad. We don't want to see any bubble up out of this. This shit just needs to go the fuck away. Somebody just needed to ride off into fucking retirement, cash social security checks, and just ride the fuck off into the sunset. You know, after you've seen that happen, it makes a lot of sense that you've seen his name mentioned a lot as the big confidant that Mark leaned on. Remember that? Go back to the hiring and the press conference of the hiring of McDaniel and Ziegler. Go back to that press conference. His name was brought up a lot as being the big confidant in helping Mark make all those decisions, those big football decisions to bring all this new regime in. Oh, you're late, Michelle. You're goddamn late. You missed all kinds of shit. We started with the heavy drama right out of the gate. But I said it earlier. If you don't like it, leave. The hostile work environment, the sue happy, you know, hey, it's the same for other people. If you don't like it, leave. Everybody should, it's a right to work. You have a right to work there, or you have a right not to fucking work there. They have a right to pay you, they have a right not to fucking pay you. If you want to go join a union, join a union. But if you're not in one, that's just the way it works, man. I'm sorry. I don't get it. I don't get it. I just think he should have walked the fuck away. I mean, the dude, you're retirement age anyway, man. Right off into the sunset. Right off into the sunset. Yeah, I know, Robert. Don't come up in here bringing up bad news and shit. We've moved on. It's 5-2. Lightning, two-time defending Stanley Cup champs, do not lose twice in a row. They will come back tomorrow or 2 nights from now and fucking break it off in Amalie Arena in some Maple Leaf ass. So don't you worry. It'll be fine. I'm not worried. All right. So everybody got all excited. We got James Bradberry was released, and we were all like, holy shit. He's got ties to the new defensive coordinator, Patrick Graham. Been playing for him for 2 years. It just seems. How you live in Ohio and know nothing about hockey? How's that possible, Robert? How's that possible? He only knows about minor league football, that Robert. If it ain't minor league football, he don't want nothing to do with it. But, you know, you're in Ohio, so that's why he's a Raider fan, because you got the Bengals and the Browns. I mean, fuck, that's terrible to have to choose from the two. James Bradberry peeks up Raider Nation's ear, man, as he gets dropped. He's got all this history with the defensive coordinator. It just seems like a good fit. I mean, the last two, history repeats itself in the National Football League. If somebody does it, somebody else is going to do it 5 fucking times, and then they're going to try to do it 6 and 7 and 8 before they realize it doesn't work anymore, before they try to get on the next fucking trend. That's the way the NFL works. So watch what has happened in the last 2 Super Bowls. You've seen the Buccaneers go all in, load up to fucking give Tom Brady right off out into the fucking sunset. And that motherfucker doesn't realize which sunset he's supposed to ride the fuck off into. But they went all in, got a ring, hoisted the trophy. Rams, same thing. In the next season, all in, fuck picks. They did everything, loaded up, went all in. Hoisted the trophy, got the ring. The Raiders, I think, should do the same fucking thing, man. You've got a quarterback that you just paid. You basically gave him this fucking show me deal this year, where you guys have the opportunity to say bye-bye at the end of this year. You know, so why not? You got Josh Jacobs on this one fucking year because you didn't do the 5th-year option on him, so you're going to pound that motherfucker. You went and got Devontae Adams. You got Renfro coming off this amazing year. You got a healthy fucking Waller. The offensive line, everybody's so concerned about the offensive line. I'm telling you what, if the offensive line is fucking healthy coming into this season, the offensive line is not a concern. They will be fine. It's all about health with this offensive line. I'm telling you. Look at the fucking roster. You've got the players if they're fucking healthy. And if Alex Leatherwood understands what the snap count is, that takes care of half your fucking penalties that you had on the offensive line. So I'm not concerned about the offensive line. So why not go out and gamble on a fucking guy like James Bradberry? Why not go out and say, all fucking in? All in. Fuck it, man. You got a new regime. Roll the dice, man. See what you can do. See what you can do. Why not? You can take and reload very easily and do it again next year the way that you've got everything set up. I think I've been saying it. I'm telling you, I think the Raiders got one more big splash that they're going to make in this offseason. Is it James Bradberry? It's hard to tell. You don't know. And maybe that big splash is another player or two down the road that's released by somebody. Because other teams are not done making moves yet either financially. And these guys got the ear to their ground and into grapevines that none of us have. So maybe they know that, you know, another fucking 3 weeks from now, somebody else is getting released. And they've got their eye on that guy. And they know he's coming down the pipe. We don't know. But I believe there's a splash. Whether it's this guy, James Bradberry, this happens every single fucking time somebody gets released. Raider Nation goes up in a buzz. We should get him. It's not Madden. There's a salary cap here. You can't have just whoever the fuck you want. Or, absolutely, you'd be on the horn with James Bradbury. Especially since Patrick Graham's got his fucking cell phone number. So fucking Lulu. Kenny Young. Bringing in depth at the linebacker position. Little history at Donkeyville as well as the Lamb. He's still a young guy. And this is a position of great depth for this team. I see no issue with bringing him in. I see a lot of people that were questioning it. But, here's the thing. This is a position of need, and this is also a position that they've had a lot of issue with health. Denzel Perryman was a godsend last season, was leading the league in tackles for the majority of the season. He was an absolute beast, but he was a little banged up there at the end, so you still even needed somebody to step in. Divine Diablo did awesome stepping in. There was some other guys that stepped in as well. Both of these guys that you see listed here on the breakdown, Nick Kwiatkowski in for a visit. He's got history in silver and black. And I have no issue with Nick either. I have no issue with bringing either one of these guys in. I think Nick would be great. It was always health with Nick. That's not the issue. His talent. Hell, Nick was the quarterback out there. He was calling plays at sometimes. I have no issue bringing both of these guys in. Shit, you need the fucking depth. Pick the best guys you got to roll into the season with and bring some of these guys at key positions. I'd say load up with as many linebackers as you can handle going into training camp. You've got other positions of need you got to deal with. It ain't just freaking, linebackers. But to me, that's a key position. I think you really address the wide receiver position. I think they're stocked. It's the best wide receiver core this team has probably had in the better part of 2 decades since Timmy and Jerry. I mean, really. It's probably been that long. These guys have the potential. Waller has done it over several seasons. He was banged up last year. Renfro, 50 plus the years before, and then bam, last year he has the huge year. Shows what he can do. And now you're going to take some of the weight off of him, where he's going to be able to open shit up. Yeah, we did get Perryman on a 2-year deal, Corey, so he's playing out his contract this year. I think they should sign Perryman. I think they should have signed Perryman and locked him up this offseason as well for another year or two, because I hate to see him have a great, spectacular season like he had last year and hit free agency and you not be able to keep him. Because if he has another year like he had last year where you're leading the league in tackles, you're not going to be able to afford Denzel Perryman anymore, and that's been a concern of mine. So, yeah, he's playing out the final year on the contract that we got him when he was traded. But, yeah, I don't want to see that guy go, man. I don't want to see that guy go. I'm in a keeper dynasty league in fantasy, and he's my defensive keeper. We're required to keep one individual defensive player, or because we use individual defensive players, and I'm keeping him, man. He's a tackling machine. He was a fantasy fucking beast for me last year. He was scoring better than my fucking running backs. I fucking love me some Denzel Perryman. But Kenny Young, Nick Kwiatkowski, fuck yeah, man. I'm down with both. I don't see an issue with bringing either one in house. Not at all. The more the depth, the merrier when you're talking freaking running back. Hold on a second. We've got little issues here. Well, not really issues, but why is it doing that? It's just being such a whore lately. Hold on. Pardon me. Technical difficulties, so I'm not going to be able to see your comments like I want to see them. Fuck it. I'll probably make it. It's always something. I gotta hire better midgets. That's the problem. That's the key to happiness, and the key to a successful podcast is high-level midgets. I said it. the problem. I'm mad. Just like Yannick's mad. Yannick's mad that he goes to fucking team after team after team, and he can't ball out quite enough to be able to stay with said team. So he's pissed that he has to go fucking, buy a new house, fucking change wardrobes again. Now you gotta dress cold. Nobody wants to live in fucking Indianapolis. Nobody wants to live in fucking Indiana. No. And then when you drive down to the bottom tip, they got this weird little part of it where they call Kentuckiana, which is like some, it's like where you hear fucking banjos play and you're scared when you pull off the side of the road. It's that little neck of the woods. They've got that too. I broke down there once, and I had to fucking spend the night at some little fuck hotel. And the only thing they kept saying on the news was like Kentuckiana. I'm like, where the fuck is Kentuckiana? They're like, oh, that's this little part of the country here. I'm like you named it. That's the fucking strangest thing I ever heard. But yeah, you got that. Nobody wants to live there. So you're going from Vegas to there. I mean, he was in Jacksonville before that. Fucking Duval. He's fucking down there dealing with that shit. It's like barely Florida. That's like southern Georgia. But, he had that. So he's just mad. He's pissed. And you know what? Every time he has had a revenge game in his career, he ain't done shit. So ain't nobody worried about your fucking ass with your fucking horseshoe on the side of your helmet. You're fine. Once a Raider, always a Raider. He was also a Jaguar and a whole bunch of other teams too. So it's cool. You'll be alright. Yannick, settle down now. Settle down.
In your face, sucker!
Thanks, bro.
Move it along.
All I have in this world is my thoughts, my words, and I don't break them for no one. You want me?
Hell yeah! You got Chandler Jones now. Kentuckiana? Interesting. Easy, Bill. I don't know about your road trips. You're gonna get yourself in trouble here. You're gonna have it saved in print. Think the evidence, Bill. Oh. It's that time of the show. Oh yes. It's everybody's favorite segment. We can't have a Raider Nation report without getting into some used car talk. Now, there's really not that much to talk about along the lines of used car talk, but we gotta have some. So we're gonna fucking touch on it before we move along. Basically, the biggest question mark is who's gonna carry the clipboard and who's gonna carry the water bottles, because that's really what you got. Second string gonna carry the clipboard. Third string's gonna carry the water bottles. So who's carrying the clipboard and who's carrying the water bottles? You got Nick Mullins. You got Garrett Gilbert, the fucking AAF Apollo star. You got Chase Garbers, who got everybody excited after the draft. They went and picked him up, unrestricted free agent. Just bringing a quarterback in house just gives Raider Nation a fucking stiffy. I don't know why. I don't understand why everybody has not embraced Derek Carr at this point. There's not a guy who's more about a franchise in the league than this guy is about the franchise he plays for. He's all about it. He's the consummate professional. He always says the right things. He has no controversies. He's a fucking family man. He's a religious guy. He just every fucking. I at this point I'm lost on the hate a little bit. He's continued as a guy who's 6 years in, 7 years in, now 8 years in, and he's continued to get better. Still, we haven't seen the peak of Derek Carr yet. He's progressed every season. How you cannot be happy with that as your NFL? I mean, I've had my questions over the past several seasons. I don't hide from what I've said before at all. I've called him out on the floor several fucking times for shitty fucking games, shitty performances, blowing the game, doing stupid shit. But in 2020 and in 2021, he's gotten better and better. And most quarterbacks don't do that at that point in their career. And he's continued to elevate his game and get better and better and better. So, who carries the clipboard? Who carries the water bottle? Hold on. I seen a couple. Nick Mullins on the clipboard. Hey, Nick Mullins has some, he's got some W's against Derek Carr head to head. Do you give Garrett Gilbert the shot, who's, I don't know, man, or even this young kid? To me, I would say Nick Mullins is probably carrying your clipboard. He's the one that's got the most NFL experience out of this bunch. He's carrying your clipboard. I think the battle's more for who's going to be your project. And there's a possibility nobody wants Garbers, and you're going to slide this kid to fucking practice squad, and you're going to be able to do a Nathan Peterman type deal with him. But the thing is, Peterman had some game tape. Until you have NFL game tape, you're a big mystery, and everybody will get some sort of a little stiffy because of that P word, potential. Until you have game tape like Peterman, where you fucking throw interception to everybody and their fucking mother's uncle, you still have that P word. Well, he's never got his shot. So sometimes it's hard to keep those kind of guys on your practice squad. So, we'll see. We'll see. Man, there's just really not a lot on the used car talk front right now, man. There's really not. The used car lot, it's smooth. It's calm right now. DC's been paid. He's got the wide receivers he needs. He's got everything he needs. No fifth-year option for Josh. But we already got his replacement in house. Zeus! It's a beautiful time, man. It's a beautiful time. I tell you. Really, really is. It's how you cannot be excited right now. If you are a member of Raider Nation, it's beyond me. Beyond me. How you could not be absolutely freaking excited. Ecstatic about what is going on. I mean, I really think the Raiders are going to win the AFC West. I put up my official prediction video. It's pinned at the top of the page if you haven't seen it. It's on fucking TikTok. It's on everywhere. I've got fucking places to put shit. But I have the Raiders picked at 4-2, tied at top of the AFC West with Kansas City. And I think the Raiders are going to win the AFC West by way of tiebreaker. Last season, I'm realistic about my predictions. I saw a progression. I thought the Raiders would finish in second place and make the postseason as a wild card. That was my prediction last year. Seemed to work out. That's what fucking happened. I did, however, think they would go a little farther in the postseason and end up having to play Kansas City again for that fucking third matchup, and that's where I was hoping they would vanquish the Queefs, but it didn't happen last year. And the reality of what you've seen happen over the past couple seasons is Kansas City has gotten weaker every year. And if you can't tell me the exit of Tyreek Hill does not weaken this team. It was Tyreek Hill and Kelsey being able to work off of Hill and Hill being able to work off of Kelsey and opening things up for each other. And it was a dynamic team, and the way that they worked together, and you broke that up, and a major piece of that left. You can't just say, well, we plugged in these other pieces and now it's just the same. It's not. It's not. They've gotten worse, and we said that when they gave Mahomes that big-ass deal that was going to laden that fucking franchise and they were going to start to fall apart. You were giving them the D word way too soon, calling them a fucking dynasty and shit. They were no fucking dynasty. You were throwing that fucking shit up there way too soon for those motherfuckers. Way too soon. You know, it was 50 fucking years between Super Bowl appearances, and you want to go start throwing dynasty at these fuckers? Fuck that, man. Fuck that. I think you see them. They peaked. They've already been on their way down since the Super Bowl win. And now, key pieces of the Super Bowl team are leaving and have left. They're not the same team. Not the same team. I'm sorry. You can't... Until you prove that, you can just plug and play people, Mahomes is not that guy yet. He's not. I'm sorry. I feel there's going to be a slide down the ladder by Kansas City this year, and the Raiders are going to overtake the West. I mean, that's what they're building for. That's the whole fucking goal. So I don't see an issue with them achieving that. I really don't. I really don't. The reaction shop is now open. RaiderReaction.com. Check that shit out. We've been adding new stuff to it every day. I've got a whole stack of shit here that I'm going to be adding tomorrow. Ton of vintage stuff on there. Man, all kinds of stuff. I'm going through my personal Raiders collection. We're getting rid of a lot of the extras, stuff that I've had in the course of collecting my personal Raiders collection, which fills Raider Reaction Studios. I've gotten all of this other team shit too, and some of it has turned out to be pretty cool memorabilia now that I'm going through it 30 years later. And I've got all kinds of shit, man. I had fucking Tom Brady rookie cards I've been slinging on fucking Facebook Marketplace. Fucking found this bitch, fucking Drew Brees gold collection. That fucker's worth like fucking $200. Just, found these. Michael Jordan 50-point club cards. One's a blue and one's a gold, Topps gold, both in mint condition. I'm like, fuck, man. It's like pulling money out of my ass here. But it's putting some of that stuff on the Reaction Shop, vintage NFL gear, as well as Raider Reaction gear. Check it out. We're adding new stuff on there all the time, so don't want to spend too much time on a fucking shameless plug, but check it the fuck out, man. Check it the fuck out. Have you been watching? Have you been watching the USFL? Did you give a fuck about week 4? Man, I've been trying. I don't know why. I think it was because the USFL didn't come out as arrogant as fucking Vince McMahon and the XFL when they came back. I've given these guys a half-ass shot, and man, now they've started running clocks in like the first and third quarter, and I don't know, man. I don't know. It's getting pretty bad. It's just not the level of football that I care to watch. It's just not. I've tried. I'm trying. I haven't given up yet, but I'm on the verge. I got a half a foot out the door. I'm about done with the USFL, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I was hoping the Bandits were gonna take down the undefeated Stallions this weekend. So then the Bandits would be 3-1. Stallions 3 would be top of the league. It'd be something. Now the Bandits are 2-2. They look like shit. So I don't know, man. I don't know. There's just no consistency. The level of talent's just, literally the one team, the Bandits got a running back, Emmons Jr., who played a preseason with the Raiders a few years ago. So that's the level of talent. Literally a guy who just played some time through the preseason is the starting guy toting the rock 100% of the fucking time. So a guy that's not on any NFL roster, ain't been on anybody, he just played through preseason and then got sent on down the fucking road. He's the guy. He's the man. That's the level difference. Like, dude, you didn't even, they weren't even giving you the ball in the third preseason game, and now you're the dude. But that's, the starting quarterback's some guy that carried a clipboard for Mahomes, and it's hard to get excited about fucking crappy football. It just is. It just is, man. It just is. It's just hard to get excited about shitty football. What are you gonna do? It's that time of the week again. We've got shit packages going out. I've got fucking, oh man. Now I got flash prizes for the Madden League we gotta get. It's like never-ending packages. I hate going to the post office, but I gotta get goodies out, and I'm slow about it. But it's alright. You just know they're coming, because they always do come. But it's that time of the week. You gotta get about some goodies. Again, some Raider Reaction swag. And I'm installing because I'm getting some new swag into on a couple of things. But most of that stuff's for the Madden League. So we got new swag coming, man. It's a new season. Excited. I'm excited about this season. So fucking excited about this season, man. I'm excited as fuck about this season. I just don't know how you couldn't be excited about this season. If you're a Raider fan, I don't know how you couldn't be excited. Climbing the fucking wall excited. But if you want to be fan of the week, get some little love, little love from the Raider Reaction crew. Send you out some swag. Might be maybe a fuck your team bracelet in there. Some other cool shit. whatever we decide at the time. I have no set. I'm gonna send so and so this or so and so that. I just sit down and I'm like, yeah, we'll give him some of this, and I never feel like it's enough, so I always end up throwing an extra something, two in there, because I never feel like I give enough. But I always like to give back because you guys are the only reason we're here. And so if you want to be fan of the week, all you gotta do is nominate yourself. I'm not gonna nominate you. You gotta tell me why you should be fan of the week, and you gotta send me a picture of you rocking Raider gear. Because I'm not gonna post you up if you're not rocking Raider gear. That's all you gotta do. I should be fan of the week. Here's my fucking picture. Look how fabulous I look in my Raider gear. I'm fan of the week. I'm gonna say, alright, you're fan of the fucking week. And guess what? We had a couple people nominate themselves this week. And this gentleman, I believe, deserves to be fan of the week. Corey Orel, our fan of the week, rocking his Raider gear with little man, one of the super fans there. Nice. Appreciate Corey's always in the comments. He's always in the chat, and he's in the group as well. Appreciate your support, Corey. Shoot your message or shoot your address in the messages at Raider Reaction Facebook page, and we will hook you up, man. I will get you out some stuff in the near future from our Raider Reaction goodies. We appreciate you supporting the page. We appreciate all of you guys supporting the page, and I would like you all to be able to rock a little piece of fucking Raider Reaction swag on your fucking ride or on your person. So if you will nominate yourself as fan of the week like Corey did, we would like to give you the recognition as well, and we thank you. We absolutely do. You guys are the reason we are still here. We would have cashed it in long ago, fucking dealing with half the bullshit that we deal with. So thank you. We appreciate each and every damn one of you. So send in your stuff. Thank you, Corey. We appreciate. I always say it. I appreciate every damn second you guys spend here, man. I do, even if it's a second. Even if you pop in and you got enough time to say, hey, what's up, and you're out. Fuck. Thank you for taking the time to say, hey, what's up. I don't take the time to say, hey, what's up to a lot of people in my fucking day that I probably should. So if you took that fucking second to stop in and put eyes on and give us some 3 seconds, give us that 5 seconds that sometimes is all we need for fucking Facebook metrics, and that's all you can give for the fucking evening, we appreciate it. We absolutely appreciate it. We appreciate every share you give us. We appreciate it all. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media platforms. If you've been reading the fucking scroll that's running above my head, we got a lot of shit. We're starting to come back with the full fucking line of programs. El Pirata had a lot of personal shit going on. He's got baseball league. He's got kids, family, wife shit. He couldn't have the show going last night, but he will be back next Monday with Right the Ship. Tomorrow night, I got live fucking Madden game action. Maybe my game. Maybe by Jets, who are on a 3-game skid. I fucking traded Colin Kaepernick's bitch ass after my 3rd loss in a row. He can't hit the broadside of a fucking barn, man. And we're on the Jared Goff train now. But I've added fucking Zadarius Smith, all kinds of shit, man. I just changed my Madden team all up. Added a fucking stud superstar defensive end. So we went heavy on defense, and I traded Cooper Kupp and Kaepernick's ass. Fuck them. Get off the Commish's team. 3 losses in a row. But so we'll have some Madden action tomorrow night. Maybe my game, maybe not. Maybe some of the others. Depending if me and Raider Wop can get our game scheduled and get it on or not. And Saturday nights, man, if you haven't checked it out, Raider Reactions Saturday Night Fights. These aired in the offseason of 2019. They only aired live once. We are doing the countdown of classic ones every Saturday night. So we got a couple months of classic ones left. And these got progressively better every fucking episode, man. I'm even enjoying watching them every fucking Saturday night because I've forgotten half the fights that I did calls on. I mean, there's so many fights. There's a fucking ton of fights. I mean, there's 3 to 5 fights every fucking episode. And, you know, we did 24 of them. When we count down through classic 1 through 24, I think we're on 4. We just did 14, so I think this week's 15. So, you know, we've got a couple months left. Then we're going to premiere the brand new one, Raider Reaction Saturday Night Fights 25. And I've learned a few new tricks since 2019. Trust me. The new fight nights are going to be off the fucking chain. You do not want to miss them. I've already been playing around, and oh yeah. So, but keep watching, because man, there are really some fucking good ones in here, and you don't want to miss out. So, every Saturday night, same Raider time, same Raider channel, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, man. As long as you just remember that, and you come around here that time, pretty much damn near every night of the fucking week, there's a good possibility there may be something going on. So if you're watching right now, click on the thing, man. There's going to be that stupid little bell right up there. Hit that fucking bell. Make sure that you get all the live notifications. All the live notifications. I mean, Facebook's going to send you notifications for a bunch of stupid shit that you don't want. Why don't you have them force something into your notifications that you do want? So click that fucking bell, man. Click the bell. Up there, down there, wherever the fuck it is. All you gotta do is click the screen. The bell pops up. Click that motherfucker. And get notifications all the fucking time. So you don't miss shit. I don't want you missing shit. You're going to enjoy it. Because if you're here watching it, that means you got the same kind of sense of humor and mentality as me. And if I find that shit funny, I know you're going to find it funny. So I want you to watch it because I know you're going to enjoy it. Because we make dark side, silver and black entertainment, but dark side, silver and black fucking people. Just like y'all. And we appreciate each and every damn one of you guys fucking joining us. You guys are the shit, man. I love it. It's the highlight of my fucking night sometimes. My day sometimes is sitting down with you guys, man. It's fucking ending the day on a fucking positive note. Talking silver and black. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Oh, there's only one segment left. There's only one segment left. I left it long today. You know what that means. Man, Robert got me going earlier. And I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go full length style into this one. Let's get it. It's that special little segment that we like to call WTF. I've never understood, and maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me because I didn't push myself well enough in high school, academically or athletically, or I basically didn't push myself on anything other than the end of a bong. Maybe that's why. And I never went to college, and maybe that's why I don't have that appreciation for college football like some other people do. To me, college football is just minor league football. I barely even watch college football. Once in a very, very blue moon do I watch it. I dedicate a lot of time and what I do to professional football, obviously, namely the Las Vegas Raiders, and I don't have time for minor league football. I mean, I pay attention to it. I like to know who's coming up, who the guys are, but basically until they get a combine number, they're irrelevant to me. I don't care. Half of them are going to be insurance salesmen selling fucking cars or working for their fucking dad. You know, it is what it is. It's a lot of scoring and crappy defense. They make their own conferences. You know, they decide which divisions they want to be in. They align themselves with their fucking buddies. And then they all get together in this little fucking circle jerk. And then they fucking decide who the best teams are. And then they're going to play in this little elitist-ass tournament. And one of them's going to be a champion at the end. To me, I don't know. That's almost why I think I like the USFL and the fact of the XFL. Because I feel other players should have somewhere else to go to be able to get to the next level that's legitimate besides the NCAA. The NCAA is one of the most corrupt fucking institutions that there is in the world. And college football, namely, NCAA college football is one of the most corrupt, dirtiest fucking entities that there is. And the fact that they crown a champion every year is just absolute bullshit. Because if you look at NCAA basketball, March Madness is one of the most exciting fucking things there is because of the fact you take away all of the elitist bullshit for the most part, and everybody's thrown into a pool, and these little fucking fuck schools have a chance to knock down the Dukes and get into the, you know, into the end. Yes, the big schools ultimately usually end up winning because the talent's gonna fucking go there. If the NCAA did the same thing with football that they do with March Madness, and the second regular season play started, that next week they started rounds of play, they could have fucking rounds of play at all of these different bowl sites, working their way through and all culminating on a New Year's Day freaking championship game with the final two. Could you imagine a field of fucking 64 playing through in college football? Now that would be fucking exciting. That would take away all the elitist bullshit, and maybe I could get behind it then. Maybe. I don't know, but for now, to me, I'm just like, what the fuck to the whole setup. I honestly am. It's a little better now. At least they've got this little stupid mini tournament now. This little elitist tournament, you know, that their circle jerk committee votes in. I called it a poll the other day. I said they still vote. They still make voted champion by a poll. And the dude's like, "No, they ain't done that since the '90s." I was like, really? I was like, how did the teams get in the tournament then? Oh, that's by committee. I was like, oh. So the committee doesn't take a poll inside their little committee? There isn't a poll? They don't ask? You say yay or nay? What do you think? They don't take a poll? How do they fucking decide then? Do I have to break it down to be that remedial, you fucking window licker? I mean, seriously. Oh, it's not decided by a poll? Oh, man. The fucking people you stumble upon in the comments of fucking social media. Oh, my God. I probably wouldn't even pick half these fuckers up off the floor at the fucking, in the aisle at Walmart if I seen them fall down. But I comment back to them in social media. It makes no sense. Literally. If I saw that motherfucker fall down in the aisle of fucking the grocery store, I'd probably left him there. Dressed in fucking orange and blue or something stupid. I step around him. Excuse me, you alright down there? And, you know, just one less guy I gotta wait when I get up to the checkout. What the fuck? I'm sorry, man. I just can't get in. I'm not a minor league football. I just can't get into it. I've tried so many times. I mean, the state I'm born and from doesn't even have a professional team, so you think I'd have a little more affinity for the fucking the minor league football teams in the area, but I didn't. I think that's why I became a Raider fan. I'm sorry. I love professional football. I love watching football at the highest level. That's the kind of football I want to watch. Everybody says to me, like, you know, like, oh, spring football to me is just more football. A crappier version of the product is not better. You know, I love Corvettes. That means I want to drive a Chevette the rest of the time? Like a shitty version of it? No. No. I just want to drive the nice version. And if I can only drive the nice versions for certain parts of the time, that's okay. It makes me appreciate the better version. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. I'm in the fucking ditch. I've went completely off fucking tangent. That's alright. I think I've went in a ditch a few times tonight. That's okay. We covered some ground. We covered some topics. We made it all the way through. I appreciate each and every damn one of you guys joining us tonight. Tomorrow night, week 7 or something in the Raider Reaction Offseason Madden Challenge, we will have some live action. I'll be down in the corner doing a fucking stupid-ass game call of whatever game's going on. Just all members of Raider Nation from all over the country. We're having a blast, man, playing in the Raider Reaction Offseason Madden Challenge. We're giving out little contests, flash prizes every week. We're giving out an autographed Jonathan Abram jersey, autographed Fred Biletnikoff jersey, and it's all Raider fans. We're in a little chat. There's good banter going on, man. We've had, I tell you what, man, we've got a great group of guys in there right now. And you guys, if you're playing on the PlayStation, you should absolutely get in the league, because we're going to be doing it again next season. And right now we've got an awesome core group of guys. There's been no issues. There's been great banter in the comments. Nice gifts going back and forth. And, it's just for fun. It's a fucking video game, but it's highly competitive. If, it'll piss you off. It'll make you put a fucking hole in a wall here or there. Trust me. It'll make you fire fucking Colin Kaepernick and Cooper Kupp. It'll make you trade him at 1:15 in the fucking morning when you lose the fucking game for the third time in a row because Colin Kaepernick can't hit the fucking broadside of a motherfucking barn. It'll make you do that. Like it did me last night. Now I'm rolling Jared Goff. I was going to go with the beard, Fitzmagic, but man, the morale of my team's down so much after 3 losses in a row that Fitzmagic's stats are fucking horrible. His ratings are horrible. And I got a must win against Raider Wop. I can't lose. Raider Wop and his fucking cats, man. Got the Bengals. I can't lose. That'll be 4 losses in a row. I got Andrew and his Bills coming off a big win. Finally won. He's won 2 in a row. I'm only 3-3 in my own goddamn Madden league. The fuck? It's goddamn crying shame. I only lost by 7. I should have won that last game though, man. That was a close fucking game. That's some bullshit. Some straight up bullshit. Straight up bullshit. Man. That's about it. That's all I've got. I think I've juiced as much as I can. It's an exciting time right now, man. It's an exciting time to be a member of Raider Nation. And if you're not excited, if the draft, all of the moves in the offseason, the new regime, don't let this shit with Mark Davis. I honestly think that's going to go down and it's not going to bubble back up. I got a feeling there may be a little money because that's really what this comes down to. Somebody wants to get greased on their way out the fucking door. That's what it comes down to. I'll say it. I don't give a fuck. Somebody wants greased on the way out the door. All these problems are solved by one thing. Money, 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 money. It makes all that shit go away. That's it. Somebody wants paid. They want a bigger severance check. They want something. Whatever. I'm trying to stay positive and look at the positive, but it just sucks. It always seems like there's something like that pops up just when everything's rolling along. Until next time, Raider Nation, I'm out. Don't forget about TikTok Thursday as well. I will be live on TikTok. We got the connection issue taken care of. It sucks. It sucks troubleshooting live streams while you're live. But I had to troubleshoot some shit, and I got it figured out on TikTok. So TikTok Live Thursday will be on there taking questions and comments, man. Until next time, I see you. I will see you. I'm out. Peace, love.